Okay, what we've got here is a Swan Genset. So it says, it appears to be 14 volts, so it's used for charging a 12 volt battery, you have to imagine. Engine's rated at 3 kilowatts, 3500 RPM. Continuous rating 1 brake horsepower, fair enough. 14 volts, 21 amps, and it doesn't mention the phase because it's DC. I've actually had a look inside and it's got a 6 diode pack in there on a 3-phase alternator. Alright, so we've got that, there are your terminals. It's got a fuse holder there which is missing, which is fair enough. Coming around this side, it all appears to be there per se, but will it work? Definitely not. Oh, I should point out that the engine is a, well, at least it says it's a Jap, so I'll assume it is a Jap. Definitely won't work because we found the piston is loose inside the barrel. Took the spark plug out and yeah, the piston's loose, so I'm probably going to find a whole story of woe inside there, but there's only one way to find out. Okay, good news and bad news. Good news is, well, bad news I suppose I'll start with. I've snapped one of the cylinder head bolts. No problem. Good news is that although it has definitely thrown a rod, I think that's the correct term, the con rod appears to be, for some reason, not connected to the piston. There doesn't appear to be any damage within the visible section of the barrel, which should mean that I can reuse the barrel and therefore essentially the whole engine. So, keep going.
Fortunately, it wasn't a guess, so it's not our problem. And luckily Leo was there, you know. I was really starting to question his commitment to work, but he was there when it mattered. He stepped in, diffused the situation. Is this what Leo said? Yeah, no, I finally think he is turning into it. No, Paul.
Hey, can I join you for a second?
Okay, so it's taken a long time, but we have a new con rod. So that's what the con rod should have looked like. I haven't took the piston off. This is the piston. Doesn't appear to be any damage to the cylinders or cylinder, which is quite good. I'm going to try and reuse the cylinder head gasket. So I'll take it from there. Right. Okay, I've noticed something a bit strange here. It looks like the static timing is out. When you turn the crank, you've got the exhaust open on a downward stroke, and then an inlet open on the upward stroke, and then that assumes compression, and then ignition, and then away she goes again. So that is completely out of step. Now obviously we haven't touched any of this side of the engine, so it looks like that when the original con rod failed, the original owner has actually had it stripped down and hasn't put it together correctly. So now I'm going to have to be really careful about everything. Right, okay, so this is looking better now. So we've got, I think that's compression, ignition, there goes the exhaust, up she comes, top dead centre, and right at top dead centre the valve swap over to inlet. So there we go, static timing's now correct. So I'm really glad I checked that, because that would have been annoying to put all that together and then find out that was wrong. Right, okay, onwards. Okay, the Swan Gen is running.